PM 2.5 problems is not hard to be solved permanently. Farmers do not have to buy chemical fertilizer to use and not cause global warming and fix the carbon dioxide gas on the surface of soils by using the way of burning carbons. Stop burn forests, stop burn agricultural areas, stop burn the rubbish beside the house, but burn the leaves, branches, grasses, and cabbage to make carbons in order to use as fertilizer. This also will be generating extra incomes and not causing global warming and PM 2.5 permanently. If everyone helps to make carbons, fix the carbons on the surface of soil, it will make the soil, water, winds, and fire become clean again. All of us will not be hurt, not sick, not poor, and will have extra income. This will create 4 miracles. They are good economy, good society, good education, good politics. The countries will flourish. Project to burn grasses and tree leaves into carbonized charcoal to reduce forest fire and toxic haze PM 2.5 in Chiang Mai. This project will help bring youthful microorganisms back to fertility because microorganisms are the creator of the world. This project can help to clean the soil, water, winds, and fire, solve drought problems, reduce the cost of fertilizers use, increase agricultural productivities, also help in good business activities, reduces the usage of herbicides, chemical fertilizers, and all kinds of chemicals. The productions of truly non-toxic plants, vegetables, and fruits can be distributed and sold all over the world. Due to the forest fire and toxic haze, PM 2.5, that has occurred continuously over the years. Chiang Mai has become the number 1 place with the worst weather in the world, which mostly caused by the main reasons that illegal residents burn forests and villagers burn farmlands cultivations illegally for planting. Therefore, this problem has caused a lot of damages, caused soil, water, winds, fire become not clean. Those people who are suffering from toxic haze PM 2.5 incur huge medical expenses, including governments and related agencies have to spend a huge budget to control forest fires and help the health of the people as well. Therefore, the Food Group's Company Limited would like to propose sustainable solutions of forest fire and PM 2.5 projects, along with generating additional income for the villagers at the same time. With easy ways, all villagers can do it immediately by collecting dry leaves in the forest, then to make carbons mixed with silicones to nourish the soil. By relying on the principles of circulating carbon dioxide on the surface in order to make fertilizers with all kinds of plants. Aside from the dry leaves in the forest, farmers can also use fresh leaves and branches from their own farmlands, or roadside grass be dry under sun. This will cause water from fresh leaves and branches evaporate and rising into atmosphere a lot. It helps to accelerate the formations of rain clouds and causing raining in the other ways as well. With activated carbons mixed with silicones to nourish the soil have brings many benefits and needed by agriculturers worldwide as follows. 1. Helps to store water and good humidity, which resulting in reducing water consumption in agriculture by up to 50%. 2. Highly porous will be the habitat for many microorganisms and causes microorganisms to dispose quickly. When there are many microorganisms, They help to extract nitrogen gas, urea, from the air with up to 70% used as a food for the plants. 3. High in mineral nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, and silicones. This makes all kinds of plants, vegetables, and fruits grow well, strength completely, high productivity, and good quality. 4. With high alkalinity around 8.5, thus helping to improve the soil acidic conditions due to use of chemical fertilizers for a long time. With nutrient soil, it's suitable growing all kinds of plants even more. 5. Helps to freeze carbon dioxide from combustion to the soil surface up to 80 to 90%, with only about 10 to 20% carbon dioxide returned to atmosphere, which is considered very little. If compared with current forest fire, which produce 100% carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, therefore, making carbon charcoal with this method will reduce the greenhouse gas, they will cause global warming and reduce the amount of toxic haze PM2.5 tremendously. 6. Helps to stop the use of herbicides up to 100% because the villagers will pull the grass, weeds, then burn it to make activated carbon charcoal to generate extra income instead. 7. Reduce the use of conventional soil amendments up to 100% because activated carbon charcoal mixed with silicones for soil nourishment has a pH value up to 8.5, therefore helping to adjust the soil acidity to a neutral pH. This is suitable for plantations of every kind of plants as well. Also, they has different properties from conventional soil amendments, which is highly porous carbons, thus helping to improve the internal structures of the soil to have air channels. There are many microorganisms with domestic animals, such as earthworms, helps to soften the soil, pervious, suitable for cultivations of all kinds of plants. 8. Reduce the use of chemical fertilizers by about 70 to 80% because inactivated carbon charcoal mixed with silicones to nourish soil are containing minerals calcium, magnesium, potassium, and silicones necessarily needed for plant growth. But not only this, the properties of carbons with high porous still being a habitat for microorganisms to grow and enormous disintegrations, in which these microorganisms themselves are like natural fertilizers plants that helps create other food minerals. According to the natural cycle, such as microorganisms helping to extract the nitrogen from the air, there is up to 70% provided to plants using urea, a group of microorganisms that help degrade phosphate and other nutrients contained in the soil, but in the forms that plants cannot yet use. When these microorganisms decompose, they will get nutrients such as phosphorus, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, etc., which plants can use. Therefore, farmers can save a lot of chemical fertilizer consumptions. 9. Help to reduce the use of insecticides, herbicides, or disinfectants up to 70 to 80% because activated carbon charcoal mixed with silicones to nourish the soil can help make all kinds of vegetables and fruits remain same species and return to the original species of their plants, which is strong against disease and pests as well. When all plants are healthy, will cause farmers to reduce the usage of huge amount of insecticides and herbicides. Plants and vegetables that are non-toxic can be sold worldwide. If the use of toxic chemicals on plants, the species will change, cannot resist against disease and pests. Naturally, All vegetables and fruits are immune to disease and insects already. Otherwise, it could be extinct for long times, but the plants must return to its original species first. Easy ways to process activated carbon charcoal. 1.1. Collect dry leaves and branches in the forest. 1.2. Collect fresh leaves, fresh branches, grasses, and weeds in their own agricultural areas, such as sugarcane plantations, rubber plantations, palm plantations, fruit farms, etc. Bring to dry under sun. If every family follows these methods, it will help to evaporate water up into many layers of the atmosphere, become clouds of rain, and rain seasonally. Helps to reduce the use of 100% herbicides because of the weeds and grasses can be burned to make carbon charcoal able to sell and generate additional income. 2. The villagers brought the dry leaves and dry branches, then burns with carbon charcoal kiln. Helps to reduce fertilizer use by up to 80%. 3. Sprinkle waters to freeze carbons in charcoal. Help reduce global warming up to 80%. This step will have carbon dioxide gas floating up into the atmosphere by about 10 to 20%, and the rest will be immobilized in carbon charcoal. The carbon dioxide that floats in the air will be sucked back by the plants to create fruit. This is a continuous cycle. 4. Mix with silicon powder in the ratios 1:1. Mash together, pack in the bag, then use to sprinkle the base of all plants. Helps to increase productions by 1 to 2 times. Reduce the use of pesticides and other toxic chemicals up to 80%. The operational procedures for the projects are as follows. 1. The Chiang Mai Provincial Governor is the leader of this project, has invited relevant parties from 25 districts in Province Chiang Mai to attend the meeting. 2. The Chiang Mai Governor has appointed representatives to be responsible for this project in each appropriate district, such as the agricultural district. 3. Announcement of the policy with the provincial forestry to villagers in all districts that they can collect dry leaves and dry branches in the forest, then burn with carbonization schemes, as shown in the picture 1, to become carbon charcoal, and then show to representatives in each district. This helps to prevent forest fire by 100%. 4. Representatives in each district use the carbon charcoal, which is mixed with silicon powder in the ratios of 1:1. For example, 25 kilograms of carbon charcoal mixed with 25 kilograms of silicon powder will get a fine fertilizer of 50 kilograms or 1 sack, which can be used to replace 1 line of chemical fertilizers. When the representative mix the activated carbon charcoal with silicon powder in accordance with the Pacific formula, then pack the bags to sell as activated carbon charcoal mixed with silicon to nourish soil. Immediately can be sold to farmers in Chiang Mai or all over the world. In order to replace the chemical fertilizers to grow all kinds of plants, as shown in the photo 2, representatives in each district can also offer products, artificial rains, for farmers in the area as well, which can be used at all times as appropriate for the all age range of plants. It can reduce the cost from 600 baht per line to only 60 baht per line. FD33 artificial rains to supplement nutrients in the soil, nourish the trees, always used instead of formula. FD44 artificial rains to strengthen the leaves and trees, can be used instead of urea. FD55 artificial rains to strengthen flowerings and roots can be replaced for phosphorus. FD66 artificial strains to strengthen the seeds and enhance the sweetness can be used instead of potassiums. The FD33, FD44, FD55 and FD66 is produced from plants that produce a surplus. This helps to solve 100% of price drops of vegetables and fruits. If this project is successful, all types of vegetables and fruits can be granted immediately. Therefore, this project will help to reduce systematic and sustainable forest fire and PM2.5 toxic haze. It also provides income to the villagers by collecting dry leaves in the forest to make carbon charcoal, which, when mixed with silicon powder, it will become a good fertilizer. For the government and agencies that operating this will have income from the sales of these fertilizers and resulting in 4 miracles: good economies, good education, good society, and good politics. The nation's purpose respectively.